I want you to write that letter.
Carmela Soprano isn't trapped in Tony's world. She chooses to be part of it. Carmela Soprano is often dismissed as a nagging housewife, a hypocritical Catholic, or simply the gold-digging spouse of North Jersey's most infamous mobster. But such readings miss the point.
Listen, Carmela, I think I know why you're here. My sister told me that you wanted me to write a letter to Georgetown.
Carmela is not a one-note caricature. She is the mirror the show holds up to its audience, a reflection of the moral compromises we all make when comfort outweighs conscience. On the surface, Carmela's resume is unimpeachable. She keeps the house immaculate, organizes the staff, prepares nutritious meals, and ensures her children are tutored, clothed, and ferried into college with mob-fueled letters of recommendation. She is not idle. She is the consummate suburban manager. And yet, beneath the varnish lies a woman both disgusted by and dependent on her husband, tethered to him by the luxuries she refuses to surrender. Carmela's great hypocrisy is not that she married a mob boss, she was hardly forced into it, but that she clings to a piety that she brandishes as absolution. She attends church, invokes her faith, and projects an image of morality while luxuriating in stolen wealth and shielding her family from consequences. Tony provides the lifestyle, Catholicism provides the forgiveness. She seldom holds herself accountable for either her complicity or her cowardice. Her true feelings toward Tony are not hard to decipher.
All I'm saying is no marriage is perfect.
Well, having that kumad on the side helps.
His infidelities repulse her, his poor health and lack of intimacy frustrate her, and his grip over finances leaves her powerless. Her attraction to men like Furio, stoic, silent, dangerous in a romantic way, only underlines her contempt for Tony's lumbering, self-pitying presence. Yet her weakness is obvious. She prefers the power, money, and status of being the mob queen of New Jersey to any chance at real independence.
So you still like your coat?
I love my coat.
She could leave him, but then she would lose the fur coats, the jewelry, the restaurant meals,
But it was the food, Maney.
and the social supremacy that lets her sneer at Charmaine Bucco like she's the help. This choice, this conscious decision to live in quiet desperation rather than give up comfort, that makes Carmela a fascinatingly repellent character.
Beautiful ring.
I know.
Gorgeous, Carm.
I want you ladies.
She is not merely tolerating Tony's life of crime, she is dining out on it. The show contrasts her directly with Dr. Melfi, another woman faced with Tony's temptations.
I got a knife. I'll cut you, bitch.
Melfi, too, is disgusted by him, yet briefly entertains the idea of unleashing him on her rapist.
It came with a bathrobe and a basket full of Dr. Hauschka bath products.
She is tempted by his power, his bribes, and his capacity for violence. But unlike Carmela, Melfi resists. Her fascination remains voyeuristic, professional, controlled. Where Carmela caves, Melfi abstains. One lives in lies. The other, however compromised, maintains a degree of integrity. This contrast exposes why audiences tend to loathe Carmela but not Melfi. Both stand at the same moral crossroads. This contrast exposes why audiences tend to loathe Carmela but not Melfi. Both stand at the same moral crossroads, but only Carmela chooses the gilded cage. And yet, Carmela is not without tragedy. When she attempts to break free, she discovers the cost of independence.
Well, how about my confirmation? You called me an animal.
I did not.
I was in the garage.
Her children, particularly AJ, resent her. Her parents, especially her father, disapprove.
Miss Soprano, me Neiman returning.
Oh, hi. Great. Thank you.
Tony's financial manipulations, blocking her from lawyers, hiding assets, make escape nearly impossible.
Angie phoned. I guess she's very busy over there with her body shop.
She is not Angie Bonpensiero, free to strike out on her own. She met Tony as a teenager, and decades of dependency have left her unequipped for true independence.
What are you wearing?
Yes. Hello, Mr. Wegler. Hi. I'm afraid now is not a good time.
Her fling with AJ's counselor illustrates the depth of her confusion. She has lived in a transactional marriage for so long that she no longer knows any other form of intimacy. Edie Falco's performance ensures Carmela never collapses into stereotype.
I've always been sorry I said that.
Falco does not play her as a simple housewife or a shrill nag. She plays her as a woman torn between revulsion and attraction, resignation and rebellion.
She's fucking certifiable. I told you. You can't believe nothing she says, whatever it is.
The Whitecaps confrontation between Carmela and Tony remains one of television's greatest acting duets. Raw, visceral, devastating.
That spec house was my investment for my future.
Here we go.
Falco's ability to convey both Carmela's disgust and her complicity makes her performance rival Gandolfini's in sheer force.
Just for the record, or it might even interest you to know, that I might actually have gone on.
It is no exaggeration to call her work one of the finest sustained acting achievements in serialized television. Carmela is frequently compared to Skylar White of Breaking Bad.
Skylar, listen to me.
Another maligned wife of a criminal anti-hero. The hatred for both characters reveals more about audiences than about the writing. Viewers idolize Tony and Walter as anti-hero badasses, so any spousal dissent feels like an intrusion, a nagging reminder that cheering for villains is itself morally compromised. Thus, Skylar and Carmela bear the brunt of resentment.
Christopher, we're here to talk about your drug problem.
While the men's crimes, murder, drug trafficking, infidelity, are excused as entertaining. The hypocrisy is glaring. Audiences excuse the killers but loathe the women who dare complain about being married to them. If you want to see the Breaking Bad side of this, go to my other channel, Breaking Blacklight. The link is in the description.
Who's allowed children to be murdered? Gus!
Yet even within this comparison, Carmela remains more complicit than Skylar. Skylar resists, equivocates, and often opposes Walter. Carmela, by contrast, accepts the stolen luxuries, weaponizes Tony's status, and indulges her own materialism while pretending to be a devout moralist.
Carmela, who the fuck did you think I was when you married me, huh? You knew my father. You grew up around Dickie Moltisanti.
She is less a victim of Tony than a partner in his hypocrisy. Still, Carmela's flaws make her indispensable to the show's core theme.
40% of the hot take across the boards.
That crime pays handsomely. Until it doesn't. She embodies the audience's own willingness to look away. We all benefit from systems of exploitation. Sweatshop labor, environmental destruction, cheap goods.
As long as you're his accomplice.
You're wrong about the accomplice part, though.
And we all justify our participation with denial. Like Carmela, we want the fur coat without the bloodstains.
No matter, I respect the ring.
Especially that ring.
The luxury without the moral debt. To call Carmela a gold digger is lazy. To call her a saint is delusional. She is something far more unsettling.
That's a new one.
The embodiment of moral compromise dressed up as domestic virtue.
Father is a spiritual mentor.
She wants to be holy, but she also wants the diamonds. She wants to scorn Tony, but she also wants to eat at Vesuvio for free. She wants to condemn violence, but she also wants the power it affords her.
He spent the night here.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Carmela Soprano is not hated because she cooks or nags or shops. She is hated because she forces us to confront our own hypocrisies. She is us. If our kitchen tables came with chandeliers and our groceries were delivered in unmarked vans. She chose Tony and she chose the life. She lives in its shadow, thrives on its spoils, and hides behind her rosary beads.
I want you to write that letter.
The real question isn't why people hate Carmela. The real question is why anyone still pretends to like Tony. And while we're at it, why you still haven't subscribed to Sopranos Breakdown.